Hello everyone and welcome to Cinderfall Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the grey. It's Warhammer Fest, day number 4, and we are talking about boxed games today. So let's go have a look at what exactly was revealed for day 4 of Warhammer Fest. And for me, I think this was one of my favourite days so far. So we got 3 main things shown to us today, and that is Warhammer Underworlds, Necromunda, and Aeronautica Imperialis. Some very cool games, and a bunch of really cool miniatures to go along with each different game here. So to start off with, we look at Warhammer Underworlds Diachasm, and we finally see our 8th and final warband for the series, that is Diachasm. I believe that is series number 4 in total for Warhammer Underworlds. And so this one, no secret to anyone, it is a Aeronautica Deepkin warband known as Elthane's Soul Raid. So this one is led by a Soul Render, which is really cool. It's a great alternate model, and it looks a little bit different than the current Anglerfish dude that we have for Aeronautica Deepkin. So a really cool little model here. I mean, he's got the sort of lantern above 2 fins in the middle of his head, which is, I guess it looks like it's a back piece actually. A net, and then a one-handed sickle, and a cool little eel to his side. It's a really nice sort of alternate model that hopefully they've got some cool warband rules of their own. I really hope that this one gets some cool rules, but it could be a sign of things to come for Aeronautica Deepkin, because they explore areas in this warband that I don't think we've seen. So another build for a Soul Render. Maybe we'll see him get some cool rules. It'd be really great. We then go to, I think, the models that everyone is talking about. Piranha Fish is cool. I really do like the fish. It sort of reminds me of almost like a lionfish, cross like a barracuda or something like that. But I mean, it is all about the crab, isn't it? Like, that's just awesome. Crabs have been a long time something people have been talking about for Warhammer Underworld, Warhammer Aeronautica Deepkin. So I'm glad to see they got a giant crab. It's really funny that the crab claw that we saw in the Rumour Engine, everyone's going, oh, is it Slanesh? It could be Beast of Chaos. It could be a Chaos Space Marine. It could be, you know, possessed or whatever. No, the Rumour Engine for the crab claw was actually a crab claw, like a legitimate crab claw. We then got a look at a Namadi Thrall with a harpoon, which is cool. Like, I'd like to see this as like a full unit of Namadi. We obviously got the bows with the Reavers, but like harpoons would be like a really cool addition. You know, you have these models able to sort of harpoon and maybe control how your opponent moves or stuff like that. It could be a really cool little utility unit, I think. And it's cool to see like different sorts of Namadi in the ranks of the Aeronautica Deepkin. So this is a really cool miniature. And then for me, this is the most interesting one. We've got an Achelian on foot. She's a really cool model, but for me, this is one of the things I think Aeronautica Deepkin go to next when we start looking at Warhammer Age of Sigmar. I think we start looking at Achelians on foot. They've got so much to offer. I think it's like a major missing. I get why Namadis don't go onto mounts, because obviously they're soulless and like they're not as high class, so they don't get mounts. That makes sense that peasantry don't go to knights, but knights can fight on foot as well is a great thing. So I really think this could be a really cool sort of theme for Aeronautica Deepkin to explore in the future. I'd love to see some Achelians on foot. Maybe not with sword and shield. Maybe you could see like pole arms or something with the shields as well. It could be a really great look for them. But all in all, I think this Aeronautica Deepkin warband is fantastic. Definitely one of my favourites. I mean, Underworlds just continues to knock it out time and time again. I talked about like best models in Age of Sigmar, and like I didn't even bother including any of the Underworld's warbands in it because they just all are fantastic all the time. So another cool set of miniatures for Underworlds. Necromunda was next, so we take a look at that and we get another one of like the sort of gang specific books, this time House of Shadow, looking at House Delac. So we've got House Delac, normally I guess are known as assassins. You normally got a lot of long range firepower in Delac, and we get some combat assassins. These are really cool models. I think these are my favourite ones here. The Nactical, the Delac Champions, Assassins and Saboteurs without peer. These are just really cool models. I really like the one on the bottom with his like power katana almost. We then get a look at some of the Zeitgeists. These are interesting without a doubt, and I really dig the mini. This is just cool, this little worm thing. And yeah, there's just some really cool. These are getting like into the really weird and odd. Maybe not as personally as keen on these ones as the ones above. And then we've got obviously the worm, the psychoteric worm, and the Piscean Spectre. I'm going to, or Piscean Spectre. This is weird and cool. I like these a bit better than the models above. I wasn't too fond of like these Zeitgeists in all person. These are okay and probably making me sort of, in my own personal taste, go more towards the Vansar. I was tossing up between like, where am I going to start? Necromunda, Vansar, Delac, both the original models drew me in. Also Escher. This might have just taken Delac out of the equation for me. Not personally a fan of them, but I can get why they look really cool. They're really 40k. They're just not my sort of thing. But then we got a look at Hired Gun, a little tease for a new video game. This looks really cool. Warhammer 40k, first person shooter in Necromunda. Looks great. Really look forward to that. And then Aeronautica Imperialis with probably the best reveal video so far. Plastic Thunderhawk gunships. You've been asking for them, and then you just get Nick Bacon come up and start playing with this tiny little Aeronautica miniature. I mean, it's a plastic Thunderhawk, isn't it? This is cool. For me, this is probably what gets me into Aeronautica Imperialis. You might see some of this on the channel very soon, because I'll be picking up this box, Space Marines vs. Eldar. This is my jam. I really like it. I like the Space Marines and the Eldar. They're my two favourite things in 40k, so I'll definitely be looking to pick this up. Some of the models are great. I like that they've gone into the 30k sort of thing and picked up the Ziffin Interceptors and the Storm Eagles. Really cool. And then obviously like the Thunderhawk, just awesome. I really like these minis. The amount of detail like they cram into these tiny little minis for Aeronautica is amazing, and so really happy to see all of this stuff just come out. And like I said, like I'm tempted by Aeronautica now with this box set. This box set is like my thing. Space Marines and Eldar in the same box. You've got a winner, I think, with this one. So definitely be looking to grab this. What was your favorite thing from box games? There's definitely a lot to talk about with box games, and it's had some really cool. It's probably one of the best reveals. We're looking forward to seeing tonight, second day of Warhammer 40k. I'm pretty sure we know what we're getting in this one. I don't think there's going to be too many surprises. I think it is what we all expect. But let us know in the comments what you thought of all the box games and what you're hoping for the rest of Warhammer Fest. Well, we hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And also, while you're at it, why don't you come join our Discord server? You can chat to me and other members of our fine little community here at Cinderfall Gaming. You can do so by following the link to our Discord server, which is in the description of the video. Lastly, I'd like to give a shout out to everyone who helps support the channel financially via Patreon and YouTube members. Thank you to our Patreon supporters Christian Weir, James Soren, Chaos Spawn, AJC, Kenny Lowell, Alder and Shot First, James Crowder, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, Tim Newman and The Rising Ape. And thank you to our YouTube members Green Roots Gaming and Fire Titan. Thank you all for supporting the channel, and if you'd like to help support the channel like these fine people do, you can do so by clicking one of the links down to either our Patreon or our YouTube members in the description of the video as well. Thank you all for watching, everyone, though. Stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.